Hi there, dear man, because I have shifted from addressing women to now addressing you men. Thank you so much for being here today. There is a topic I want to address with you here from my kitchen in Denmark. Do you recognize, just like myself, and resonate with the fact that you didn't get the support that you wanted in your childhood? That your mom or father was not there for you? Do you also recognize and resonate with the fact that your parents were there physically, but they were not there? And that you didn't get the emotionally or physically and mental support that you deserved and needed? Do you also recognize, as myself, that you didn't get the compliments, you didn't get the reassurance, or you didn't get the protection yet that you also needed as a little child? If you can say yes to this just as well as I can, that will affect you for the rest of your life. That will make you overperform. It will make you give more than you have. It will make you a pleaser. It will make you self-sacrificing. It will make you struggle and struggle and struggle and always want to achieve the next level, not knowing that there is not another level, and what you are longing for from deep within is acknowledgement, love, affection, and nurture. And the sad part is, if you're in a relationship or ever have been, even though your partner would give you love and appreciation and recognition and affection and everything that your partner would always give you, none of it would ever, ever, ever be enough. And it's not your partner or my responsibility as a mentor to give you what you didn't get in your childhood. And because you came up what I call as being empty when you were a child, or I also call it being emotionally abandoned or neglected, mentally abandoned and neglected, or physically abandoned and neglected. So many difficult English words. Even though you came out of your childhood just like that, like myself, you can go to any event. You can become a swinger sexually. You can be polyamorous and whatever is out there. But it will never, ever, I promise you, it will never, ever make you feel completely fulfilled and loved and appreciated or alive, nor will all the drugs, all the shopping, all the food, all the alcohol, all the antidepressants, none of it will ever give you what you need. Because do you know what you truly need today? To give yourself the support and reassurance and protection and inner safety that you didn't get as a child. If I were to give it to you, you wouldn't be able to receive it. Yeah, you could, but it will land in an empty space, and like a cup, there is a hole in the bottom. It will just go out through the other end because you're endless. I hope I'm making myself understandable. You're endless. You need more and more and more until you give from yourself to yourself, because the frequency that you're vibrating at is different from the frequency that I am vibrating at. Everything is vibrating at different levels. Even this flower and the pot, I don't know what you call it in English, and the flower that if the phone is standing up against, and this gorgeous flower, everything is vibration. And you have your own unique frequency that you need to attune yourself to in order to fill yourself up from within. But let me now skip to the next level, which is the top topic of this video. And remember, I did not get any support at all from my parents, nothing. I got no love, no appreciation, no protection, no emotional support, mental support, no physical reassurance or love or, hey Julie, you're good enough. I didn't get any of that whatsoever. Yet, when I raise myself up to my spiritual higher self, which I am then connected with, and when because I have reached this certain level of spiritual mastership many years ago, I know deep from within that I got the support from my parents just that I needed. I got the support that I needed, which made me capable of giving me myself that support and teaching others how to do the same. So by not getting any support in my childhood, I was forced to give myself all that reassurance, love, protection, inner safety, create inner stability, and acknowledgement and so forth, that I was then able to give to others. So yes, I came from lack, but that doesn't mean that I'm plus 40 now and that I couldn't be healed because I did that many years ago. And the same goes for you. My parents gave me the exact amount of zero support that I needed, because otherwise I wouldn't have chosen them as my parents when I was up there looking down at Mother Earth, at these two couples having sex with one another, wondering, what would I learn if I choose those two there as my parents? What would I learn with these two? And I knew, because of my past life lessons, and I know yours as well, I know everyone's past life lessons. I'm born with that gift and has developed it throughout the years. I know that by choosing two parents that was both in lack because of their childhood, I would learn and grow and evolve much more if I had gotten and received everything that I wanted. And I want you to also remember this, that there is soul lessons. Soul lessons are the shit and all the dark luggage that we're carrying with us from our previous lives. And you did not come back to become a soul. You came back just like me and everyone else, as we shamans believe in. We came back to become spirit, an enlightened spirit. And that's what I have been for many years. It doesn't mean that I don't have an ego or learn anything. Of course I do. It just means that many people say, I've met my soulmate. And I'm like, yeah, but relationships are not supposed to be dramas and complexity and battles and codependency and push and pull. That's the old time relationships. So you got your soul lessons connected to your inner child, your subconscious self, and your fear. And then you got your higher purpose connected to your heart awareness and your higher self. Hey, so who am I, do you know? I am Julie Johansen. I am a numerologist from Denmark. I used to be 10 years in the Danish army, and today I'm a part of the reserve as a lance corporal. Actually, I am just a I am a lance corporal. It's the level before the corporal. And I've been self-employed for 15 years. I have many expert titles, but my current is I'm an intuitive mentor and body behavioral transformation expert who helps aware, successful men take the journey from their head into their heart so that they're capable of achieving more with less effort. And what my expertise is helping you master the inner balance and actually connect with your inner divine essence in no time. That's my expertise. So today I'm helping men. I am very grateful that you dropped by today, and I hope that you learned something as well. And I'm being told intuitively to say this to you as well. Stop blaming. Stop stop blaming everyone for everything. Stop blaming your father for everything. Stop blaming your mom. Just stop blaming yourself. Stop blaming your children, your siblings, and everyone out there. There's no one to blame for anything. I had a client in one of my online membership groups one day, and she was like, oh, my boss is like that, and my colleague is a narcissist. And I said, stop. I do not want to hear you whine or complain or place guilt and responsibility for everything that is going around in your life on everything else but yourself. Because I am Shali, and I am responsible for what goes on in my life. And when you're very little aware, you will do what aware people do. You will point fingers at everyone, and you will not take responsibility. If you are spiritual, you know it's about taking responsibility and taking ownership. Oh shit, what did I just do that caused that? Look, I said it without any blame. So I said to this woman, there is absolutely nothing wrong with your boss or your psychopath of a colleague. Nothing. They are who they are, just like your parents. Your mom and dad are never ever gonna change. Accept that fact, or stop complaining or leave them. I said, what is wrong is your perception of these people. It's the way that you look at them, address them, and perceive them to be mean and bad and wrong. And if you get into countership or battleship with a narcissist, you're gonna go down. You're gonna lose. We know that, most of us. I used to be a victim and a martyr because my dad was a psychopath and my mom was a victim. So I had both those in me. So I've met my fair share of psychopaths. Are you a victim? Are you a martyr? Doesn't matter. Fix it. Stop complaining. Stop whining. Stop blaming everyone else. Stop making other people wrong without looking at the fingers pointing right back at you. I know that you know all this, and I hopefully get to see more of you. Leave a comment below the video. I would love to hear from you, as long as you're connected in your heart. I don't want any ego bullshit. None of us deserves to walk around with our guns, pointing fingers at each other because we put our ego at the front of the steering wheel. We live in a world that is created by the masculine paradigm. The world has been led by masculine egos for many, many, many thousands of years. It has to stop by you and I throwing our ego into the bin and while saying enough is enough. Thank you so much for dropping by. I wish you a magical day. I am Shali Johansen from warriorsheart.dk. Namaste.